A lot of kids today aren't lacking intelligence. They're lacking guidance. Not another adult telling them what to do, but one adult willing to show them how to live.
Every episode's a journey. Let the truth unfold. Real talk from the heart. Never scripted, never cold. We speak life, speak love, elevate the game. Every word hits different when it comes from the flame. Yeah. Turn it up, tune in, let the story unlock. It's your boy Mike here. Welcome to the pod, non-stop with. Yeah. Yes, sir. One life, one mic, one moment to speak. Real conversations, listen deep. Different stories, different views. Understanding changes the truth. This ain't about being right, it's about being
Real.
Welcome to One Life. This is how we heal.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the One Life Podcast, where purpose meets real life. I am Mike MIC Reed.
And I am Haley Payne.
And this platform is about one thing, helping people discover their why and walking it out in real life. Because you only get one life. The question is, what are you going to do with it?
It's a big question.
It is a question. What's going on with you? How you doing?
What's up? It's been a week.
Oh, man, who you telling? It's been the last couple of weeks for me. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to front. It's been the last couple of weeks.
You know, the moon did a thing. There was like a lunar eclipse.
Was it?
Uh-huh. And we're in retrograde right now. Mm-hmm. The planets are all moving around.
So what does that mean? Because I used to follow that type of stuff, and I tried to get into astrology. Astrology, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I fell off.
Yeah, there's something to do with the moon. It's I think specifically powerful because it's also retrograde, and it was like a full moon. It was a blood moon the other night. And from my research, it said that it's like things are shifting, like you're having a lot of transitions, but for the better. So things will exit your life or begin new. It's all like a fresh start. But I think with any transition, there's some ick, you got to get through it.
So that kind of makes sense on the story you just told us.
Literally.
Something just exited your life.
A couple of things.
And or you could look at it, something new is entering.
Yes. Yeah. I'm in a phase right now where if it's not a hell yes, it's going to be a hell no.
Who said that?
Lewis said that. He taught us that.
Okay.
He did. Yeah, but I am embracing it right now because that's how I want to live my one life. I want to live it at hell yes. And if you don't feel that, if it's you don't feel comfortable with a situation or a choice, don't do it. Because your intuition knows faster than your brain.
That is true. Because I'm at a crossroads right now where, like, I want to say that, but I don't know which way to go.
Meditate on it. You know how to do it.
No, I know, but I mean, it's just one of those things where I feel like I'm at a crossroads of where, like, I want my career to go.
Yeah.
And I'm at a point in my life where I do feel like that, right? Like most things in my life, I do live by that rule. Like it's either hell yes or hell no.
Yes.
Like it really is. It's an easy call for me, right?
Yes.
Because I'm protecting my peace. I already know what I want. I am living my truth. But when it comes to my career, because it's so political and it's money involved, right? All the things, right? I'm like, I don't know what to do. I mean, and it's funny because I actually know what to do.
See?
But like, I can't give too much information away right now. But it's a hard decision for me.
Yep.
Because I love what I do.
Right.
I really do. But like, we was talking, and as much as I love what I do, like, there's a lot of stress that comes with it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be stressful. I don't want to have health problems, because I've talked to a lot of other people where, it does cause health problems.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want that.
Nope.
As much as I want to help kids and, help the next generation, but I don't want health problems with that. Like, it shouldn't be this hard and difficult.
Yep.
I know dealing with behaviors is difficult, but I'm not. I kind of feel like I want to help the ones that actually want help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, does that make sense?
Yep.
I know a lot of kids don't understand it, but I feel like a lot of them do.
I think so.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that.
It's like you want people to value what the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
To find that appreciation. Not just be like, hello, I'm here, I'm trying to help you.
Right, yeah.
Look at
like,
me
it's-
trying to help.
Yeah, because, I mean, even like the other day, I was talking to like these two students, and they was just like arguing because they had to go to the office. And I'm like, you know what? You ain't got to go to the office.
Mm-hmm.
Stay outside all day. But I said, but just know you're making the decisions on what your future and what tomorrow look like, meaning you got to accept the consequences tomorrow. So tomorrow I don't want to hear nothing when the consequences come down,
Yep.
like because you're making that choice, not me.
Yep.
And they were just like, you know, like, because I'm not gonna argue with it like a kid to go to the office. Like if you don't want to go, fine, that's your decision. Stay out here.
Yeah.
I hate to say the word I don't care, but I don't care if you stay out here all day. You
That's
don't
a
wanna-
choice.
Yeah, it's a choice. You making a choice right now. So
Yeah.
it's like whatever. I'm not about to sit and argue with you about it.
No.
And that's not what I typically do. But in this case, they was trying to argue with me. I'm just like, dude, I'm not about to here to argue with you.
Yeah.
You made your choice, but yeah, it should be easy.
I think a lot of things should feel more easy. Like if you feel a lot of resistance towards the things that you're doing on a regular basis, maybe you need to make a shift.
Right.
You got to get into the flow of the universe.
Right. So speaking about, let's just jump into this. So what we're talking about today is the mentor every kid needs. You know, I work with students every day, and one thing I've learned in this, most kids that act out aren't bad kids. And I know for a fact that a lot of the students that I work with, even though they got bad behaviors right now, they're all good kids. Like they really are. But they're kids that are hurting, you know, kids that feel unseen, kids that feel like nobody believes in them. So like, but that's what makes it hard, because I think you can see that, right? I had a situation today where this kid was hurting, and I was talking to Cindy about it, and he's not like the other kids. Like other kids have bad behaviors and they do things intentional, right? This kid, like he was doing things, and I could tell like he really wasn't himself because of the things he kept repeating. Like he really wasn't, and he is on meds, and I could tell like it just wasn't him.
Yeah.
And it made me so sad because he wouldn't stop crying,
Oh.
and he wouldn't stop yelling, but he kept repeating the same thing over and over. And it was like what he was saying, one, wasn't true, but two, like it didn't really make sense. And I was just like, it hurt so much because I was just like, see, this is the kid that I want to help,
Yeah.
because he's not doing this intentional.
Right.
There's a lot of our kids that do behavior. It's very intentional. And those are the kids that, you know, you get frustrated because you're trying to help them too, but they don't get it. They know it all. They're adults now, right?
Right.
And they're really not, but they are. In their mind, they are. They think they know it all. They don't need school. They don't need an adult telling them what to do. You know, we're not their parents. You know, I get that a lot. You're not my dad, and blah blah blah. And I was like, if I was your dad, you wouldn't be acting like this.
Literally.
But the kid today that I was open, I was like, see, this is the kid that I want to be here for. Like,
Yeah.
I really want to help this kid because he is hurting, and it was just some going on in his head, and you know, and unfortunately, like, I couldn't stop it, and I was just like, that hurt me more because I was trying everything.
Right.
I mean, finally, like, you know, another adult that he looks up to as well came over, and it was a lady, and she just grabbed him and just hugged him.
Oh.
And she was rubbing his head. But see, I can't do things like that because we're not allowed to touch kids, right?
Right.
Even though I know some kids need that hug. And in my mind, I was like, see, I wish I could just do that. But unfortunately, I'm not allowed to touch kids,
Yeah.
right? So she works with a different program, so she was able to do that, and it worked. You know, she calmed him down, and then he was able to like come to me, come to my room, and had him for like an hour and a half. You know, I sat there and watched YouTube videos with him, and he was calm, and got him to a place where he was good.
Teamwork.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
great.
It was definitely teamwork.
Yeah.
But it's just hard. It's just hard because when you see kids like that, and sometimes when you know you're doing the right things and it don't help, it's hard because the pain is deeper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's one of the talking points that I want to talk about today is about how kids deal with more emotional weight nowadays.
Yeah, and I think what you're talking about, the kids that are doing things on purpose, I think their children are pure for the most part. They don't know what they're doing.
No.
Like they're only imitating what they see. So you're saying if I was your dad, you wouldn't act like that, but probably 100% true. Like the parents that, or whatever parental figure that these kids have at home, they probably do have to act out to get that response, to get that attention. And kids they're learning, like it's our job. We're talking about being mentors as adults, as the grown-ups. It's our job to show them a different way. But I think most people walk around so unconscious and so emotionally unregulated that they can't even be that example for the children. So even when you think that the kid is doing it on purpose and maybe you're like, I don't want to help that one because they're super bad, but that's all they know what to do,
Right.
to get some type of attention.
Right. And that's kind of like last year when I was training this one team, I was actually telling them that I said, one, you can't take behavior personal. I said, when a kid acts out like that, they're actually communicating with you.
Exactly.
Like that's just their way of communicating.
Yep.
So you can't take it personal.
Their brain is still developing.
Yeah.
They're literally trying to figure it out as they go.
Yeah, I know. They don't understand.
No,
Especially I'm at an elementary, so they really don't.
they really don't.
But but it's crazy because, and I know like when they talk to you, right? Like when they're cussing you out, and I know it's kind of hard for a lot of people to understand. Like this is elementary, but they really act like little 30-year-olds.
Yeah, but they probably see that at home, and that's
my point.
That's a show of power. So then, for them to be able to turn that around and do it at school to an authority figure, it probably makes them feel like they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, and it's learned behavior.
Right.
They're learning all this at home.
Yeah.
All the cussing, like when you hear these kids cuss, like I know they got that from home, because there's no way they just learned that. They cuss way better than me. And sometimes I hear these kids cuss, they be saying things. In my mind, I'd be like, oh damn, that was good. I'm gonna use that one.
But could you say that again slower
that was good.
so I could write that down?
I'm gonna use that one.
That's so funny.
Like, hold on a second. Write that down.
What was that?
But they learned that at home, right?
Yeah.
And the whole attitude thing. If you just really sit there and listen to them, like it's like, okay, I know you got that from somewhere. You got that from home. You got that from social media, watching these fight videos. And I know a lot of the girls at our school, they watch the show Baddies.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it is a reality show that just
Couldn't be good if it's called Baddies.
yeah. But a lot of their behavior they get from that because they think it's cool because it's on TV.
Oh, yeah.
So like their behavior comes from that.
Yeah.
Which is, it's just sad because, I know we all seen the videos where parents like be filming their little kids, right?
Right.
And they be doing stuff like twerking and like, oh, that's so cute, right? But it's not. Like, what are you teaching them? And mind you, I'm no saint. I know when I was a younger parent, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I saw what that does.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you teach them small things like that, and that just turns into a bigger problem. Yeah. And it's just bad. Even like cussing. Like I remember when I used to cuss up a storm in my house when my kids were smaller, and I remember when my daughter got like 15. No, was it 15? When she 15. She had a trigger to something happen. And she had to go to a therapist, and come to find out it was a trigger that happened like 10 years prior to something that I was doing.
Oh, my God.
And once I realized that, I corrected my behavior immediately.
Right.
Like I stopped I treated my kids totally different ever since then. Like the arguing with the mom, like I stopped that. Like stopped having arguments on the phone. Just any
Yeah.
little arguments. I just never had in front of the kids no more.
Well, that's the whole point is you know better and then you do better.
Right, but that's that secondhand trauma people don't talk about. It's like secondhand smoke.
Right.
When because when it was brought to my attention what I had did, at first I was like, but I wasn't arguing at her. Like I never yelled at my daughter, never did anything. Because my daughter was a straight A student, she was a great daughter. I never yelled at her, never punished her for anything. So when they was telling me like, yeah, she was scared because you was yelling, blah blah, and I was like, but then they told me about the secondhand trauma. Then I learned about that, and it made sense.
Right.
And it's a real thing. Secondhand trauma, like even if you're out and about and like in a classroom, if a student is just in a classroom minding their business, trying to do their work, but there's a fight break out
Right.
or somebody else arguing, whatever, that's still secondhand trauma for that student.
Yep.
So you actually do have a lot of parents nowadays that are complaining, saying, hey, my child is trying to do their work, but it's a fight that breaks out every day in his classroom.
That's
And
wild.
yeah. So it affects everybody in the room. It affects everybody on the school when there's a fight or anything that happens. And so it's just hard.
Especially
I
with the
deal with
young
that.
kids because
Yeah.
they're just still developing.
Yeah.
And that's hard. And the hard thing with being a parent is that there's no one to help you if you don't have a good example of that growing up, especially. And then you
Yeah.
become a parent and then you're in charge of these little kids and nothing will trigger you harder than a child like throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
So if you're the adult and you're not emotionally regulated, your response to that, your reaction has a huge effect on the kids. And even from when they're so little. And there's a quote from Ina Garten. I just finished her memoir and she said, what goes in early goes in deep. And so she didn't have like the best childhood, even though she's like wildly successful now. Her parents weren't like very loving and nurturing towards her. And she didn't even really realize it until she started writing her memoir at like, I don't know how old she is, like 70. And she was remembering all those things with her parents. And she was saying that like what goes in early goes in deep. And then you have to work that out in therapy later when you get older. But hopefully parents are trying to do their best.
Yeah, but most parents, and I can only speak for like the generation I grew up in and like the environment like I grew up in, like growing up in the hood and growing up in the streets, like no one teaches you these things.
No.
So a part of me understands it.
Yep.
Right? Because no one's in there in these neighborhoods. No one's teaching these people. But I remember someone telling me that, okay, even if you grew up with trauma, right? Like the things that you do really is not your fault because you didn't ask for that trauma as a kid, right? But once you become an adult,
Yeah.
it is your responsibility to seek help and try to correct all this stuff.
I agree with that.
So, no one's teaching you, but as an adult, you should be smart enough to know, like, hey, this ain't right. Let me figure this out. But if you're continuing to allow it,
Yes.
then now you're a part of the problem as well.
Yes. Once
So-
you're aware of it, you
Yeah.
have to do better. But with the kids too, and with adults as well, all feelings are welcome, but not all behaviors are welcome.
Right.
And so that's what we're trying to teach the kids and adults also, because let the feelings in. You can't keep them out. Just like if you have a dog scratching at your door, you're not going to let them just scratch at your door all night long. You're going to let them in. So you got to let them in and deal with it and work through it. But the way that you react in a situation is what you can control. And that's what we have to teach the kids. That's where the magic happens, is when you can control your reaction to your feeling.
Right. And then when you don't control it, then it turns into anger.
Yes.
And anger is often pain in disguise.
Yep.
Right.
Because feelings are data.
Right. I remember growing up because of all this stuff, like you just said, it goes in early, it goes in deep.
Yeah.
So I can relate to that because at a young age, I had a lot of trauma. And I tried to be strong and put it all behind me, which it never goes behind you,
Right.
but it's still with you. But I tried to mask it And for years, up until I think I was 30, I never talked about it. I just thought I forgot about it, but I didn't. Like, all that anger was all that.
Yep.
But no one taught me that. You know, I remember a few people tried to tell me, like, hey, like, you should talk to somebody about your anger. And I was like, I got it under control. Like, I know why I'm mad. I was like, stop making me mad, then I won't be
Yeah,
angry.
it's your fault.
Yeah, but it wasn't nobody. It was just all me. That was just pain in disguise until I started talking about it. And once I started opening up, going to therapy and talking about it, you know, doing stuff like this, I'm not as angry no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not saying I don't have my moments, because I do, because I have triggers. I have deep trauma. And so I do slip every
Yeah.
once in a while, but I catch myself.
That's the consciousness.
Like, yeah, I have a moment of whatever, and I catch myself, and I shut down real quick, and I was like, damn. But now I'm just mad at myself because I slipped. But then I give myself grace, because it's like, okay, at least I caught myself, and it's not out of control, right? But yeah,
You're doing the work.
I'm doing the work, and it's not a destination where I'm just magically fixed,
Right.
right?
And it's messy.
It is. But I mean, I do hate it. I don't like getting mad. I don't like getting angry. But we do have those moments where we're human, right? Like I was talking to her about it, and one of my teammates this morning about it, because the other day we had a student that got this one teacher so upset, and you know, they was just arguing at each other. And like, when you see an adult argue with a kid,
Right.
it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You're like, how can a kid get you that mad?
Because they're not emotionally regulated.
But it's possible. It is.
I mean, it's possible, yeah.
It's possible, because
But why are we getting to that point where we're arguing with a child?
frustrated. Like, so last year, I argued with a kid. Like, it was frustration. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or adult. Like, if you're just having a bad day, and then here comes somebody that's, like what they say, poking a bear,
Sure.
it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? So I did that last year. And yeah, obviously, at the end of the day, I was mad at myself. I'm like, what the fuck was I arguing with a kid for?
But why were you? Like, could you look back and see what triggered you and what made you have that reaction?
Yeah, I was already just having like a blah day, and the kid said something. The kid came up to me and called me a bitch. Like, and what thing crazy about it is, like, I didn't even do nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And he just walked by me and was like, you a bitch. And I was and it caught me off guard.
Yeah.
And I was like, the fuck you say to me?
Oh my God.
I'm being honest. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I said, what you say? I didn't say what the fuck you say to me.
Yeah.
It's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But I was like, what you say? And he was like, you a bitch. And I was like, come back here and say that in my face.
Oh no.
And he kept walking.
Yeah.
And then he started threatening me. He was like, I'm going to get my daddy. I'm going to get my cousin on you. I was like, call them. It's like, I don't care. Call them. I was like, he threw me off by saying that. Because again, I was just standing there minding my own business, talking to somebody.
Yes.
And after the fact, I was talking to my teammate. And I was like, what was that about? And he kind of told me, like, he was really mad at my teammate.
Yeah.
So when he walked by, he was really calling him a bitch. But he looked at me.
Uh-huh.
So I thought he was directing.
But you were
at
having
me.
a bad day already.
I was already
so
having
you
a
were
bad
already
day.
like low.
Yeah, and he looked at me when he said it. And I was like, what?
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, and I was
So
like,
you matched his low vibration.
I did,
'cause you were
and-
already down there.
and honestly, I could have easily just walked away, but like, what's wrong with him? Like,
I
what's your
feel
problem?
like, usually you would just laugh it off.
Yeah, but I was already in a bad mood. But I mean, it just, so I was telling my teammate today, I was like, it can happen. Like, we're human.
Yeah.
You can get caught off guard.
Yeah.
You could slip up, make a mistake, whatever. You're human. I still have emotions. So,
Well, that's what I'm saying. The emotions are valid. The feelings are all valid.
Right.
It's your reaction to it.
Right, yeah.
It's whatever you put out on the outside.
yeah. But I mean, even in that, like, while I was in that moment, I caught myself there too. And
Yeah.
I finally did walk away. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to get into the dude. But I was mad at myself that I even went that far with it.
Right.
So I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I learned from it. Somebody tried to cuss me out this year, and I ignored it. I laughed it off.
Yeah.
I was
Look
like,
at you growing.
Yeah, see, I grew.
Yeah.
I grew from it.
Yeah. We're not perfect.
No, we're not perfect. But now, now when a kid is like, that de-escalated, or escalated, I should say, not
Yeah.
de-escalated. When they're that escalated, I back off.
Yeah.
I just say, okay,
Yeah.
I'll wait till you calm down, then
Exactly.
we'll talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we learn from it.
That's good. And you're helping the kids.
Yeah. It's hard though, because they do test you.
Mm-hmm.
They really do test you.
And they do because they're learning.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a mom, so I know like just even when they're toddlers, like they're pushing the boundaries to know what's safe.
Mm-hmm.
What am I allowed to do? And that's our job, is to show them.
Right. And it's funny, like, so my school is like we have like some of the worst behaviors.
Oh.
And I didn't. One of my teammates went to another school last week, right? And she went to a school where there's like really no bad behaviors.
Uh-huh.
And she said she was bored out of her mind. She came back the
She's
next
like, there's
day.
no drama.
Yeah, she was like, I'm bored. She said she was just sitting in the room, like falling asleep, because she didn't have because we deal with them behaviors. And she was like, I had nothing to do.
Oh my
She was
gosh.
bored, right?
Yeah.
And then she was like, dang, I kind of missed it over here.
Yeah.
And I was like, for real? But we was talking about it, and she kind of made sense, right? She's like, yeah, but if you really think about it, like, we get emotional and we're passionate because we're invested.
Yeah.
Like, these are my kids. And when I see them acting up every day, yeah, I'm going to get frustrated. I'm going to get annoyed because I care about you and I'm trying with you. Mm-hmm. So if I didn't care, yeah, I wouldn't get emotional. I'd be like, whatever, mind my business, right? But no, we are invested. And it's the same handful of kids every day. So it's not like different kids. It's the same kids over and over.
I see.
So, and that's where the frustration comes, right? Because you're trying to, so they really are our kids, because if you think about it, they're with them all day, every day, right? 5 days a week. They're our kids, and it's the same kids. So, of course, we're going to get frustrated.
Right.
Because it's like how your son, if he was doing something and you're telling him something over and over again, he's not get it, you're going to get frustrated.
Yep.
So the frustration does build. We're all human. So that's where the emotion comes in. But it makes sense that because, we're invested.
Yep.
Right. So even like today or yesterday, I was talking to her and I was like, you sure you miss here? She's like, oh, yeah, I do. I would rather be here.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way, right? Like, I get frustrated with the behavior sometimes. And, it's like, because it's the same kids. We're telling them the same thing over and
Well,
over.
you probably feel burnt out too, because you're like, what's the point? Like, they're
Right.
still not getting it.
Yeah, but you don't want to give up because we're so invested.
Well, that's the difference of being a mentor, which is what you're doing, because you're leading by example. And I think that's one of the best things that you do. Like, personally, you're very good at that, showing people by example. And it's hard on the day to day,
Right.
but long term, like, you know deep down, and
Oh,
that's why
yeah.
you stay, because you're doing the work now and you're planting those seeds. You're not going to see that garden grow.
Well, yeah, and many kids don't have consistent adult guidance, right? And that's the key word, consistent.
That's so true.
Most kids like that are in these situations, people are coming and going out of their lives.
Yep.
So they have nothing consistent.
Yep.
So the one thing they have consistent with us is they know when they wake up in the morning and go to school, we still going to be there.
Yep.
No matter what, we're still there.
Yep.
And again, so you look at how they're treating us. Yeah, I get cussed out most days, but guess what? We've created this safe space for them. They still come to us.
And that means so much.
Yeah. So, yeah, I get frustrated sometimes, but I know the real work is I'm showing up every day.
Yep.
And they know they're safe with me. They know, Mr. Mike might get mad.
Yep.
Mr. Mike not talk to you today because you're yelling at me. But they know once they calm down, they can come to my room and talk to me calmly. They know they're safe. So I'm good with that.
Yeah. The work that you're doing is so important.
Yeah.
How do we get more adults to be mentors to children?
I think you got to want it. Like, you have to want to do this work.
Yeah.
You got to want to help, because it's not easy.
No.
Like, it's not easy. I mean, there's adults on our campus that I can see the frustration in them. I could see that when a call goes out, like, I could see some adults that just ignore the call because they just frustrated and they don't want to go to the room because they know what kid it is. Like, you can call out a room number.
Right.
You can say any room number right now, and I can tell you exactly what kid is in that room.
Yeah.
Like, before we even get there, we're like, oh, it's so-and-so. We already know it.
Yep.
And after a while, like, and if you're not trained for this, you can't get frustrated. You can get burnt out real fast
I could see that.
because in your mind, you're looking at it like, well, I tried. They're not responding.
What's the point?
What's the point? Exactly. But once you're trained for it and you have an understanding of the behavior and all that, then it is easier. Like I always say, once you understand someone, the conversation changes.
Yeah.
Like the kid today, I understand him a little bit, and that's why I want to help him.
Yep.
Like, it's not something that I don't understand. It's not like he's doing it intentionally. Like, he's just like, I don't care. Like, some kids we do have on campus that just like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I had one kid tell me that she come to school and acts out because she know that's where she can get away with it because she can't do that at home. So,
Do you think that's true?
yeah.
Like, our parents are super strict?
No, but I know she can get away more at school than at home.
Yeah.
She get consequences at home, but it's not super strict now because it wouldn't be no behavior.
Right.
But she know what she can get away with
Yeah.
at school, and she plays it because honestly, it's so much politics involved with the school district because it is a business. So it's just so much politics involved to where kids actually know what they can get away with.
Right. They learn quick.
They learn real quick. They know what they can get away with, and they play on that every single day.
I bet they do.
And it's crazy because as an adult working on the campus, you want to like change that, but it's so much that we can do because our hands are tied because it's the higher ups that are making decisions.
Yep. I think just knowing that you are mentoring and you're leading by example is as much as you can do. And I think even for people who don't work in a school or don't work with children, just being a good human out in public, showing people by example, showing people kindness, talking to people in the lines at the grocery store, helping somebody if you see that they need help. Those are small little ripples that make a huge impact on our community.
Yeah. And you know, one thing that I see every day is that like a lot of our heavy hitters, what we call them on campus, they have a person on campus that they actually listen to. Like, they really listen to.
Like, assigned to them, or they just have imprinted on?
It's not, no one just said, hey, you're taking this kid. No,
Right.
it's the kid picks this person.
Yeah.
It's because of the relationships that once we're on campus, like we all, like I have like maybe 2 kids that are like I'm their person.
Yeah.
Just because of the relationships I built.
Yep.
And she has a lot because she's just an amazing teacher, and there's so many kids that listen to her.
Yeah.
She says all the time, well, I can go in there and talk to that person and they'll listen to me. Well, yeah, because you're
Superstar.
you're a superstar.
Yeah.
You're the superstar 3rd grade teacher that everybody loves.
Yes.
But no, she is amazing with them, and I can see why. I mean, it's one of the reasons why that when I first noticed her is one of the things that I saw in her that I was very impressed with was how a lot of kids responded to her, and they was going up to her, and they truly do love her. But we do have a lot of adults on campus that they're a kid's person, and there's one particular girl. she's one of my teammates person, and like I keep telling my teammate to like set boundaries for her.
Yeah.
But when I see her with her every day, it is amazing because it's like that one adult can change everything in a kid's life,
Yep.
right? And so I don't like I can easily like shut it down because she disrespects her a little bit, and I do try to shut that down and say, hey, don't do that. Like she's an older lady, she's very sweet. Everybody on campus love her.
Yeah.
And she allows this one girl to hang out with her all the time because she just gets in so much trouble and she's never in class, but she hangs out with one of my teammates, and she just loves her. But again, it's the anger in this disguise. It's her communicating with her. That's how she communicates with her.
Yep.
But I'm constantly like redirecting her and saying, hey, don't talk to her like that. Respect her.
Yeah.
So I always give her boundaries. Said, hey, I can shut this down at any time. Don't do that. If I'm allowing you to hang out with her, and for her to always take you, because really I could just send you to the office and have them make you go to class.
Right.
But I allow it because I see that it's a safe space for you, and I know you don't have that at home. So, it's just one of the things that you got to kind of balance out.
Yeah, that's a form of showing somebody that you care about them too. And it's a hard thing to do, but it's important, especially with children, to have those boundaries.
Right. And I want her to know, because she's expressed that no one cares about her. And I don't want this to turn into a no one cares about me.
Right.
Why am I here?
Yeah.
Going down that path.
Exactly.
Right. So you have to be careful sometimes, especially with kids.
Yeah.
With that.
But that is showing them that you care, is by paying attention and giving them rules to follow, and then consequences and rewards.
Yeah. But sometimes, like, I can't say to. I wish I could say. One day when I'm not in the school district, I'm gonna make a whole show about it.
Spilling the tea.
I'm gonna spill the tea, y'all. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
But I really seen students completely change just because someone took 5 minutes to listen.
Seriously.
You know what I mean? And I believe in that because I had that when I was little.
Yep.
Like someone took the time to like literally they told me, sit down. Sit down next to me. Listen to what I'm saying. They took the time, and this person didn't have to.
Yeah.
It wasn't a relative. They was a friend of my sister. They didn't have to at all, but he did, and I remember this moment vividly to today. I even thanked him 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And it was in his like 2 years ago. It had been 35 years since I seen him.
Wow.
And I saw him. And honestly, my whole life, I said, one day I want to thank this guy.
Oh.
And so when I saw him, and he was a gang member.
What?
Mind you, we all know gang members either in jail or dead,
Right.
when they get older.
Yeah.
And all my life I said, dang, man, I hope one day I get to, see this dude again and
Yeah.
thank him. And because he had moved away. And doing good for himself, matter of fact. So shout outs to him. But he had came back because it was my sister's birthday. And he had came back, and I went to my sister's house for her birthday, and she told me he was in town. And she was like, oh, he's going to be here. And I was about to leave, but then I ended up staying because I was like, oh, got to talk to him.
Yeah.
And so he came to the party, and I let him say hi to everybody. But then I pulled him to the side, and I was like, hey, man, I always wanted to tell you something.
Ah, what a gift.
Yeah, and
That's
it got
so cool.
emotional.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, thank you, man, for sitting me down that day.
That's
Said,
really
I
awesome.
never forgot the word you told to me.
Oh,
And he was like, you know why I did that, right? I said, no, I don't. He was like, because I knew this life wasn't for you. I saw it in you at a young age.
oh my gosh.
Like I knew this life wasn't it for you, and I wanted to save you.
And he did.
He did.
That's so amazing that you had the
Yeah.
opportunity
Oh yeah,
to thank him later.
yeah. So
That's
that
really
was
cool.
that was a great moment for me.
And I think that's a great example of it, when you feel compelled to tell somebody something, even if it's just a compliment or you have something on your heart that you want to share, do it because they probably need to hear it. I believe that we can be used to be that example for people.
Oh yeah. And when I tell you, it wasn't this big speech. It
No.
wasn't something philosophical or whatever. It was just something simple.
Yes.
That he was just like,
But you needed to hear it, and it was
Right.
put on him to say it to you. And what if he was
Right.
like, I don't want to.
yeah,
Like, no, if you can be open to that possibility to be used for the greater good,
right.
listen to it. Like, listen
Right.
to your intuition.
Like that moment aligned back then.
Yes.
And that's what made it so magical.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to do it. I wanted to listen.
Uh-huh.
Like it just aligned and it was like so perfect.
I think there's a lot of opportunity for that, but we stifle that voice because it would be uncomfortable to have a conversation or to give someone a compliment or
Right.
to say hi to somebody. But that's probably exactly what they needed to hear.
Yeah. And that's why I'm so big on, even like doing like this show and why I started it because, and even like the record I just did, right? Because you just never know something that you say,
Yes.
somebody might connect to it.
Yeah.
Like you just never know.
Yep.
And it could be the simplest thing. You might think it's like something small, but my therapist taught me this one day. It was like something that's small to you is huge to somebody else,
Yep.
no matter what it is. So don't ever take that for granted, saying, "Oh, that's just nothing or small." Like you never know what that can mean to somebody else.
Yeah, and I think that's the point, is to listen to those things, because if you're being compelled to say something, there's probably a reason that they really do need to hear that.
Right. Yeah. So one of the 4 mental mode principles that we should all, have is listen first.
Yep.
Kids open up when they feel heard, right? Correct with care. Discipline without relationship doesn't work.
Yep.
Like, see potential before behavior. Look beyond the moment. Be consistent. We just talked about that.
Right.
Consistency. That trust is built through consistency. And when you're consistent with someone and a child feels that,
Yeah.
they feel safe.
They do.
They feel safe and they feel heard. And again, letting a kid be heard, like let them speak, hear what they got to say, validate what they're saying,
Yep.
because there's some truth to it. There's always truth to what someone is saying,
Yep.
even if they're not being totally honest. There's some truth to it somewhere. You just gotta listen for it.
Yeah. Give them the voice.
So yeah, that's what I try to do. But I think anybody can be a mentor. Kids don't need perfect mentors; they just need present ones. And like I was just I talk to a lot of people.
You really do. You're just chatting.
I do because I love to hear people's opinions about things.
Yes.
Especially when you're having like good conversations with somebody. But yeah, this morning I was in the parking lot welcoming the kids, and me and this guy from the behavior team was talking, and we're just talking about how there's so many different teams on our campus, right? And I was just explaining to this new team that just came on our campus, like we all have contracts. Our contracts all say different things. This is what you're here to do, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like when we are there for the kids, that it shouldn't matter what our contracts say. I mean, it does, but it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Because just as an adult, if I'm on campus and I see a kid doing a behavior, I'm going to correct it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, that's not my job. I don't do that.
Well, I don't think that's the norm.
It shouldn't be.
Right.
But you have people that do that. And that's what we was talking about this morning. And I get it. And I'm not even mad at it because the kids that we have are, they have high behaviors. And like if you happen to walk on campus because you're there for something else, but as an adult, if you saw a behavior or you ran to one of our heavy hitters and you say something to them like, Even if you say the simplest thing, like, "Hey, watch your language," or
And I would. I'd be like, no, thank you.
right, but they will cuss
I
you
just-
out. They will
well,
cuss you
that's
out.
fine. That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? But people know that, so I think that's why they don't interact. Sometimes they just turn a blind eye and keep walking
That's not helping.
because they don't want the interaction. I know it's not helping, but that's what we was talking about. You know, just as an adult, like. But there's a lot of adults that do though. So don't get me wrong.
Yep.
There's a lot of adults will stop and be like, "Excuse me, like language, like don't do that. We don't do that here."
Yeah.
And that's what I love to see. Like, I don't care what your job title is.
I like
don't
that too.
care what your contract says. Correct the behavior. Because one of the things that we talk about in our meetings is that consistency.
Yep.
All of us that are adults, we have to be on the same page.
Yep.
We have to be doing the same thing, and we have to be consistent with it.
It's like McDonald's.
We can't say one day I'm going to correct the behavior,
No.
but tomorrow I'm going to ignore you.
Exactly.
Like, no, that don't work.
No.
Like, we all have to be on the same page. We're all there for the same reason, no matter what your job is.
yes.
We're there for the kids. You work in education for the kids.
Yeah.
So
Good. Hopefully they get on board.
I can get like, man, I can turn this show into so much, but I can't do it now because I still work there.
Right. We're under contracts.
Yeah, we're in the country. But I do wish that, you know, but I get it though. Again, I get why some adults don't do it because it is hard.
Well, a lot of people, like
I'm
you
not gonna
said,
lie.
turn a blind eye and they're like, "Oh, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Not my business."
Yeah, they're not there to correct behavior. They're there to do something else in education.
Yeah.
Which is, it's fine, but I think the way I look at it, like, okay, that's cool. Like, and that's, again, choices. We all have choices, right? But I don't ever want to hear you talk about the behavior if you're not helping with it.
Are you part of the change?
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So I should never hear you talk about, oh, these kids over here are doing this and that. Well, if you just walk by them and didn't say nothing, then you're part of the problem.
Exactly.
So either help us or you shouldn't be talking about it. And I will say that.
You're allowed to say that.
I'm allowed to say that. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah. So I think everybody, adult-wise, should be a mentor. Well, I think we are, right?
We can be if you want to step into that.
But I think we are just because we're an adult.
Yeah, but be a good one.
Be a good one. Be a good role model.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's just how I look at it. I don't know. I look at things differently.
You do, and I like it. I like how you look at things. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to make the world a better place.
All right.
One interaction at a time.
Yes. Anyways, how was your what you got going on this weekend?
I am going to my son's baseball game tomorrow, and then I'm doing poolside Pilates at a hotel off.
I heard you talking about that.
Sunset. Yes,
Oh, Sunset?
Sunset. Yeah,
Is it a rooftop?
it's a rooftop. Yeah. So you do Pilates first, and then you can like hang out by the pool, and they're gonna have vendors, and I think the company is called it's like Club Air Wellness or something. Saw it on Instagram.
Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of Instagram,
Yes.
how is Desert Beauty going?
Oh, Desert Beauty is going good. I have a pop-up coming up
Yeah,
on the
tell us about it.
22nd. Is that Sunday? I think it's the 22nd. Hold on. Let me plug it. But I have super cute things. I just got a new website. I revamped it. It's looking real good.
Yeah.
So you can shop online, easy peasy, shop in the store. But on March 22nd, so not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I'll be at Bravery. It's their spring market.
Bravery does pop-ups?
Bravery does pop-ups, and they are the best.
Really?
Yes.
That's
One
funny.
of the best.
You know what? That's funny man, because we order Bravery pizza a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we do at home.
Oh. You don't stay there and eat it?
No, but that's the funny thing about it. She was just like, we haven't been to Bravery in a while. We should go hang out over there. But we ordered her pizza, like we DoorDashed her pizza all the time.
Oh, my gosh. Bravery is always a yes for me. If you guys are ever going, just let me know and I'll meet you there.
Oh, yeah,
It's one of my favorite places. Their pizza's so good.
Oh, my God, yeah.
The vibes are great. The pop-ups are great. They curate it very nicely. So there's only kind of like one of each kind of vendor. And I don't know if they're doing it this time, but usually it's the front and the back. So there's a lot of shopping opportunities.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know why. We really have no reason why we don't hang out there. I'm going to be honest with you.
I go to trivia there. They do trivia on Wednesday nights.
Oh, I don't know.
It's super fun. It's called No Bullshit Trivia.
No, but
It's on paper. Like you have to put your phones away. If you have your phone out, you're disqualified. You write it down on a piece of paper. You have to turn it in. Like your other teammates will score you, and then you turn it in. They tally it up. It's great.
What type of, like, is it all categories?
Yep. So you have teams of 6. So when I was going before, it was me and 2 friends, and we did okay. But then when we expanded our group and got more people, then we did much better. Like one time we placed 3rd.
Okay.
And we did really good because you need people that know different things.
Oh, yeah, because we was just up in Morro Bay a few weeks ago with our family, and we did, like, this big trivia game thing. I forgot what it was called. But it was crazy because, like, I knew music.
Yes.
Her I don't know what she is. Her sister's husband, mother knew history. I know, it was like her sister, mother, husband knew history because she was on our team.
Yes.
And we had her sister on our team, and she, what did she know? She knew just random stuff.
Good.
Right. So, but it worked because we ended up winning, which is crazy because on the other team, it was like this one guy, I forgot how they're related, but there's one guy and his son. Now his son is a genius. Like his IQ is like crazy, right? And I think he's in high school. Like he's smarter than most adults. Like he's crazy. So we automatically, like, so we was rolling dice to see teams, and once they got on the team, we was like, and the dad, he just knows everything.
Right.
He's just a smart dude, right? So that's where the son gets from. But we just automatically thought we was gonna lose.
Yeah.
But we ended up winning. We ended up winning because of her sister's husband, mother, because she knew history.
Yes.
And that's what got us over. Like they was asking us history stuff, and we was like, and I was looking at her like, you're the teacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know this stuff. I failed history.
Yeah. I don't know anything like specifically, but I'll get a lot of the answers.
No, and it was fun. We had a great time.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
And then, you get your pizza, you have some beers, you just hang out.
Well, we had to try that.
It's a great time. Every Wednesday, 7:00.
Every Wednesday, 7:00.
Yep.
Okay.
And then find me there on the 22nd for the pop-up.
What day is that for?
Sunday.
Okay. Yeah,
So I'm going to the Savannah Bananas the day before that in San Diego. And then I got a boogie on back here Sunday morning to do the pop-up.
Wait, the 27th is?
No, 22nd.
Oh, 22nd.
March 22.
Okay, I thought, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because I know, is that the week we outside? Yeah, spring break. We're on spring break.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
So we're on spring break.
Yeah, come on down.
Okay. So yeah, we're on spring break. We're not sure where we're going yet. We're going somewhere.
Yes.
But I know I have to be back on the 27th, right?
Oh,
yeah, because I have a wedding engagement. My nephew is getting married.
Cute.
So yeah, we have a wedding engagement party
Fun.
up in Pasadena. We're going to, yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah. That's
That'll be fun.
Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Let's close this thing out.
All right.
So I have a mic drop for y'all.
Okay.
Show. I'm sorry, my producer right here just made me super nervous because she was just sitting there regularly, and when I said we got a mic drop, all of a sudden she went like this.
She leaned in.
Yeah, she leaned in. You made me nervous. Why you do that?
We want to hear it.
Slow your delivery for impact. If you want to change the future, start by mentoring the present. Somewhere right now, there's a kid who just needs one adult to believe in them. One adult to listen, one adult to say, I see something in you. Because sometimes the difference between a kid getting lost and a kid finding their purpose is just one mentor. Remember, you only get one life, live it with purpose. And we out.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, Haley Payne. I am Mike MIC Reed. This is One Life. See you guys next week. We out here.
Thank you.